Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
Hey everybody.
Hi.
It is Friday, and we want to show you what we're wearing. We are wearing the shirts that we talked about earlier this week.
Yes.
So these are from Steel City. They're selling these shirts. Tough times didn't break us. They made us. Wait, they made us. Okay, now you can see it. And we just thought, great mindset for nowadays, what we're all going through.
I think it's a great thing to show off, to share, and what a nice way to end the week. Like, this is how I want to end the week. We are going to be okay. We're
going to be okay. We're going to get through all of this together. We do have some headlines to tell you about, the newest stuff that's happening on the coronavirus front. First off, the House is voting today on that stimulus package, the $2.2 trillion stimulus package, so we'll find out about that. Also, the U.S. now has the most confirmed coronavirus cases in the world.
Yeah, this was kind of some disturbing news that was coming out overnight about this.
And obviously this is very disturbing too. More than 1,100 Americans have died from this at this point. So it's a lot to think about. It's a lot to process. Yeah. And you know what? One of our viewers came up with an idea that I think could really help a lot of people as they're dealing with their emotions during all of this.
Yeah. So I actually am going to be off next week working from home. It'll be my turn to work from home. And I'll be joining you guys here on Pittsburgh Today Live, checking in.
Yes, we demand it.
I want to do this. I really do. Okay, so this is Cynthia. She said to start a daily journal, and she wants you to ask yourself 2 questions as you're journaling about how you feel about all of this, because it is pretty heavy stuff as you're thinking about the impact on people at home. 1, write down, today I am grateful for ... And then, what can I do today to make someone's day better? So she says, take into mind those 2 things, write down how you're feeling, and answer those questions truthfully.
And I love that you're thinking about someone else too.
Right.
What can I do to make someone else's day better? And she also says it is okay in your journal to express fear and grief and anger. Like, don't try to suppress that, because you may be feeling all those things right now, depending on what exactly is happening to you because of this situation. And being able to express it is therapeutic.
Well, I think the biggest thing that I'm hearing from people, even myself, even if you don't have anxiety, I think that this whole situation has created a sense of anxiety.
Sure.
A lot of people are having those anxious feelings because we don't have an end in sight yet. We don't know when everything is going to get back to normal, or what our new normal may look like when all of this is said and done. So that, I think, has created some feelings of panic and anxiety in itself.
Yeah, so a good suggestion from Cynthia, and we just wanted to share it. All right. Something we showed you yesterday that was so much fun, and it has led to even more fun. You just wait. All right, so James Harrison, former Steeler James Harrison, he put out this challenge on social media, the push-up challenge. So he's asking his former teammates to do this. And it's not just doing push-ups, it's put all your kids on your back and do push-ups. So this makes it considerably more difficult. And if I right there would not be able to move, but James Harrison, because he's James Harrison, could do this. So he's calling out Ryan Clark, Ike Taylor, even Brett Kiesel to do this. And you know who else we decided to call out?
Yeah, James Harrison did not call out my husband, but we said on the air yesterday, oh yeah, I think Frankie could do this.
Well, you said
take a look. I don't know why this is so grainy. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I brought over the baby. I had to hold on to the baby.
Okay.
So Frankie, Lila, Sonny.
Look at this.
2. At 2, Sonny starts to fall off. And there goes the We lost the baby.
We lost the baby. But you know what, I mean, this is amazing, first off, that Frankie can do this. And poor Frankie, thank you for doing this for us, Frankie. We appreciate it. But Rocco is so big. This is what's up when he falls off there and you catch him and realize he's a little guy standing up.
I know, he's not a little tiny baby anymore. He's crawling all over the house, which has become a new adventure. I'll show you next week when I join you from home.
Okay, we expect lots of updates and we're gonna learn a lot.
So yeah, Frankie's big and strong. Way to go, Frankie.
That was awesome, Frankie. I am so impressed.
He got mad when the baby fell off. He's like, "Why'd you do that?" Because he said, "I'm doing this one time, and that's it. I'm not doing this. I
don't blame him.
Not doing this any more than once."
All right,
So.
that put a smile on our face. And something else that puts a smile on my face is Cowboy Tim.
I love him.
If you've not seen this is like a Twitter sensation. So Cowboy Tim. Tim is the name of this guy. He's head of the security for the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum, which is in Oklahoma. Well, the museum is all shut down, of course, because of COVID-19. So during this, they told him, your new role is not only to be head of security, but you're in charge of social media.
So you think that he is actually hip to all of this? You think that he
Well,
did this?
I think he has a good sense of humor to begin with.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's clearly learning social media. So he puts this tweet out saying, you know, I'm going to be doing all this. And then so his second tweet is, about the hat.
Yeah, but
right?
it says at the end, Lucas, my grandson, told me to use hashtags. So this journey to figuring out how to use hashtags has become the big sensation, because look at what he's done.
He spells out the word hashtag.
Yes.
Rather hashtag John Wayne, because this is the hat John Wayne wore in True Grit.
Right.
So hashtag John Wayne, Lucas, my grandson, told me to use hashtags.
I just love this.
So then we get a little glimpse of behind the scenes, because I don't think that he realized these next little tweets were going to everyone on Twitter. So first off, he writes, Lucas, can you read this?
Twitter tips, please. Sorry, thought I was Googling that. Well, and he ends most of them with thanks, Tim.
I know, I love that. Thanks, Tim. But I understand this, you know, like I think we've all faced these moments with dealing with social media and learning something, and Tim's learning in front of everybody, and so he has become a hit. And we have one more post to show you, and this has a Pittsburgh connection, but it shows you how he's now using hashtags too. So anyway, he's showing this clock. First off, he starts, someone suggested I post a TikTok. So he takes a picture of a clock. And anyway, this is a clock that apparently is from the Andy Warhol Museum here in Pittsburgh, a Roy Rogers alarm clock. And so he references that. And now he's using the hashtag symbol, but he's still spelling out hashtag after it.
So you know what? Kudos to you, Cowboy Tim. We love it. And thank you for putting a smile on our face. And not just us. This really did take off. It was trending on Twitter this week. So he has brought a lot of joy to a lot of people with his errors in tweeting.
All right, we want to show you something else that could have been a serious moment. Fortunately, this guy is not injured, but it turned out to be kind of a funny moment when you see his expression. So, you know, reporters out in the field can face all sorts of things. And there was this guy getting ready to do a live shot at Yellowstone, and before he goes on, he starts to notice some animals coming toward him.
Yeah, it's a herd of bison. Take a look.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no, I ain't messing with you. Oh no.
I don't blame him.
No,
I do not blame him.
He made the right choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Dion Broxton. He was reporting live. And you know, bison can charge even when they're not provoked. Yeah. So him getting out of there,
good call.
Good call. Well done.
Way to go. And again, thanks for the humor, Dion. We appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, something else, people trying to get the message out, all sorts of messages. South Allegheny School District just want students to know that they're missing them, the teachers. So they did their version of a Bruno Mars song.
I love this. Yeah, take a look.
And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you.
Yeah, that's his Count on Me song, and I love that.
Yeah, so they take
message.
turns through the whole song, sharing each line and going back and forth between all the teachers. So it's really nice way for them all to get involved. I mean, everybody is going through this. There are very few people who are not directly impacted, and even here, even though we are still working and not necessarily working from home every day, we still are impacted by the reduction in staff and the things that we're doing.
Sure are, yeah. All right, well, we want to keep things as normal as possible, so we were going to continue our Friday free-for-all. This is when we answer your questions that you post to the Pittsburgh Today Live Facebook page, and the first one is from Sherry. She asks, I was just wondering if either one of you get nervous before your show each day. You both seem so comfortable. Well, thank you, Sherry. I don't, on a daily basis, it's too much fun. I don't get it. I was nervous New Year's Eve. because we were doing a special show for New Year's Eve, and we wanted it to look really good, and there were so many technical things, and it was snowing. There was like a blizzard right in the middle of it, and I was like, oh, geez, is this going to be okay?
That could go wrong, but that was. We also had our bosses as our viewers right beside us that night.
Right next to us. And we were like, don't screw this up.
This is a big one.
They weren't saying that. We were thinking that.
Don't mess this one up. No, I don't think so. I mean, I think that it's nice having each other.
Absolutely.
Having you here with me takes the nervousness out of any situation.
Oh, that's sweet. I feel the same way.
Oh,
it's just, it feels like a party so many times. Yeah. All right. Debbie wrote to me, and she says she saw Golden Girls tiki mugs on Facebook and thought of me and Gary, which is so sweet because, of course, I professed my love of the Golden Girls. There they are. You can order them. So they're teeny tiny there, but like Rose, Blanche, Sophia, they're all there.
Does Gary like Golden Girls as much as you do?
Not as much as I do, but he watches it if I turn it on.
I don't know that I'd ever asked you that question. Julie says, what's the first place you will go once this is all over?
You have an answer to that?
I mean, at the rate my hair is growing, probably the hair salon.
Okay. Priorities.
I don't know. Sunny keeps saying, because even Dr. G gave us those great tips about how to talk to your kids about what's going on right now. So the only thing that we've been able to really tell Sunny is that people are sick. And we have to make sure that everybody stays healthy, so we have to stay here. So she keeps saying that she wants to go to the Jumpaline place, which is like one of those indoor trampoline
like a trampoline
parks.
park. Okay.
So she wants to go to the Jumpaline place when all this is over.
All right, well, that's a good goal. I like that one. All right, what do we have next? Margie wrote to Selena, do you have a dog? You're so good with animals on the show.
Oh,
she does have a dog. In fact, the Pompienis have a cutie pie dog. This is Bentley. And so this is Bob and Lisa and Selena's dog, and Bentley's just a beautiful dog. So we wanted to show his picture. There's another one. But look, that's a picture we should caption. That's
there.
like Bentley asking, like, Selena, why do you have to leave me and go to work?
What is that thing? Yeah, I love that.
All right, David is asking, David, have you or any other PTL cast members gone hunting or fishing? Yes, as a kid, I went trout fishing with my dad, and several stories about that. And then I find the day that it ended, we found a copperhead snake on the trail, and that was enough for me to say, I'm never going fishing again.
You know,
but I would do it now,
you
absolutely
would.
now, yeah, because I loved fishing. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I remember, I mean, we went when I was a kid, but I haven't done it as an adult. I can't tell you the last time I went fishing. I don't know. It'd be fun.
Maybe we could do it. We could do it as a
trip.
group activity for PTL.
That would be so much fun.
I just want to say, we got so many comments from people thanking us for providing sort of a bright spot during all of this, and we really appreciate that too. We appreciate that you tune in and you watch, and so thank you for those comments. It means a lot to us.
It's been really nice to hear from people because it is kind of hard for us as news folks too to put on different hats and switch gears and kind of shake it off a little bit and have fun and loosen up. So we appreciate hearing from each and every one of you.
Okay. Time for a break because, as usual, there is so much crammed into this show coming up.
We're talking about how to sell or buy a house in these times of social distancing. Is now even a good time to list your home for sale? We get expert advice.
Also ahead, we talk with Pirate pitcher Stephen Brault. If you remember last season, he absolutely stunned the crowd, there he is, and even some teammates when he sang the national anthem at PNC Park. Turns out his first love isn't baseball, it's musical theater. Coming up, I talk with him about his first Broadway album and even a TV show pilot. I'll tell you, there are big things ahead for Stephen Brault.
No doubt about that. And this is a treat for us. Mary Hours is in for Ron Smiley today. And so we asked her to be our latest contributor to our series, Cooking with the Crew. Stay with us for Mary's Dish and her forecast, too, as we head into this rainy weekend, this Friday, March 27th, 2020. Thanks for being with us. We'll be right back with more PTL after this quick break.